So Dan Ashworth is now on gardening leave, and Newcastle United are demanding 20 million British pounds sterling for that gardening leave to end early, and Manchester United to be able to have him before 2026. Straight away, listen, hit the like buttons and subscribe. Get that done if you haven't done it already. Man United fans questioning whether or not Dan Ashworth is the right man. This is your answer. The fact that Newcastle have removed all access to Newcastle's systems and databases, they have put him on gardening leave, full pay, I will add, and have said to Man United, you pay us £20 million, or you're not going to be able to use him until 2026. That there is your indication the quality this man possesses. The frustration coursing through the veins of everybody at Newcastle. And I understand the bitterness, the anger, the frustration from Newcastle fans, from Newcastle's board, from Newcastle's manager. We saw Eddie Howe just the other day state how frustrated he was that the Newcastle secrets and plans will find themselves at Manchester United. But we also know the quality of Dan Ashworth. This man, what he's famed for is simple. People will ask you, well, what's he good at? A uniformed approach. Getting every single department of the football club or the association that he is with singing from the same sheet, pulling in the same direction, creating a universal, unilateral approach, a balance to the way the club operates. Whether it's the under-9s boys, the under-9 girls team, right through to the first team, there will be an identity within the club. This is what he does. He creates that balance. And I'm very excited about him becoming a Man United player. I've had a lot of abuse from Newcastle fans the last few days just for saying I'm happy about this. I'll say this to you. I get your pain. I get your frustration. I know why you're annoyed. I get it. This man is brilliant. We're also looking at bringing in Jason Wilcott as well to work alongside Dan Ashworth. And again, United fans, these are brilliant foundations to have in place before we start thinking really about removing managers and which players we sell and which players we buy. These individuals know how to run a club. A decade we have gone without top quality football decision makers making football decisions at our football club. I would say this, don't worry about the 20 million. I think that's just an opening offer. Man United will get this done for a lot cheaper. There's no doubt about it whatsoever. To all the cry, there's a lot of Newcastle fans that understand it's business. You did the same thing to Brighton. Fair play. To all the Newcastle fans that are angry and crying about this, you're now going to go and do the same thing to somebody else to bring somebody in a replacement. So, glass houses and all that are key. But this is massively important news for Manchester United. Very, 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 very good indeed. But it's not the only thing that's triggered rivals towards Man United in the last 24 hours. And we're not even in a really good space yet. Now, we're winning games, but we're not playing brilliantly, but everybody's rattled just for the idea of Man United maybe coming back. I saw this clip yesterday, and I thought to myself, wow, what have we come to in football? It's the manager here, who, by the way, I respect, of Luton Town. Listen to what he said.
Back to last season, that, wasn't it? Don't know where that one came from. Man United are winning 2-1, and so it's 4 minutes. But
obviously complaining there that there's only 4 minutes of time added on. And his argument is because it's Man United. Man United are winning. That's why there's only 4 minutes. But in reality, there was only 4 minutes because a lot of the substitutions actually happened in the first half and at half-time. There was no goals in the second half, no injuries in the second half, no VAR in the second half. So, yes, of course, there was only around 4 minutes to be added on. There was very little time to add on in that game. But you're forgetting there was 5 minutes added on in the first half. Now, 5 minutes in the first half is a fairly long period of time. And also when you look at Man United, when we played Aston Villa, 6 minutes of time added on, and we were winning that game. In fact, we were beating Wolves. There was nothing really to add on in the second half, but 9 minutes came out of absolutely nowhere. When Man United were leading 3-2 against Villa at Old Trafford only a few short weeks ago, 9 minutes of time added on in that game as well. So again, you know when Man United are starting to do better. You know when Manchester United are starting to improve. You can smell it. You can taste it in the air, the salty. It's like being at the seaside. All you now need is some fish and chips and a stick of rock. We can hear the seagulls in the background, the waves crashing onto the beach. The salt is in the air. 4 minutes of time added on because it's Man United and we cheat. Absolute nonsense and poppycock. Listen, he's done a brilliant job this season, but keep the bitterness. Slow the bitterness down. You lost fair and square. You bloody gave it a good go. United got lucky in certain places, but calling out the time added on, come on now. Absolutely crazy.
There's no way he's underrated.
People don't realise how good he is, though.
Everyone thinks he's a wonder
Everyone
kid.
thinks he's
No, but
except
he's
for Chris.
18. He's better than a wonder kid. He's generational talent.
Nah, this is annoying.
I think
He's a
generational.
B-Tech Miley, and because he's playing for Man United,
Sorry.
also he's excitable and unreal.
Sorry,
He's a B-Tech Miley.
Tommy.
Tommy?
You just said he's a B-Tech Lewis Miley.
Yes.
Are you mental?
Oh, it's good. It's
Are
good
you
goal
mental?
against Wolves. And Miley's bossing it against Mbappe and PSG.
Mainu's better than Miley.
It's not like.
He is.
You can't.
It's the Man United.
Miley's
tops.
very good. Miley's very, very good, but Mainu's better, bro. Watch him, man. He glides around the pitch. He's
Do you know what's really I love about this? Again, this is, by the way, Pitchside, fantastic podcast. I'm not slamming the podcast in any way, shape, or form. It's not my way. I'm just looking at the opinion there from I think his name's Lewis, the guy in the middle. And apologies, I don't know everybody's names. That's not me being disrespectful. A B-Tech Miley. I think Miley's great. I've loved watching him for Newcastle this year. He's really good. Even if you think Miley's better, to refer to him as a B-Tech, we know what that means. So calling someone B-Tech basically means you're saying they're crap. Saying Miley's crap and overrated is ridiculous. He's playing in a very dysfunctional team. He's playing in a side, making his debut, where there's problems left, right, and center. And he stands out in every single game. He glides, as the gentleman says there. His ability to control the ball, calm proceedings is absolutely fantastic. There's such a ceiling, such a high ceiling for Mainu. It's unbelievable. This, for me, is one of the most outrageous, jealous takes I've seen. And again, Man United are not even in a really great place. There's a foundation being built. We're winning some games. There's loads to improve. We now have another starlet on our hands who has the potential to be an absolute superstar. And you're always going to get this percentage of football fans who just hate anything good that's related to Manchester United. And as I say, it's like being back in Southend. You can smell the salt in the air. The seagulls are there trying to nick your fish and chips. There's a couple of overweight old people with far too much of their flesh showing sitting on deck chairs. It's like we're at the seaside. It's like we're at Peter Pan's Adventure Island on Southend seafront. The saltiness is crazy. But I do want to get the viewers' opinion on this. Is Mainu being overrated in anyone who's watching's opinion? And with the Football Terrace community, you can say whatever you want. We're not going to slam you. We're not going to remove anything. I want your opinion. But for me, I think Miley's great. I think Connor Bradley's great. But of all these youngsters to break through this year, Mainu is top of the pile. Give me your thoughts. Give me your feelings below. The next clip, this is a mad one. This is a mad one. I have seen this one already. Take a little listen to this.
I think we start the game off well. Everything goes according to game plan. We create a few chances. Then we get that red card, and it kills the game. Killed our game, killed our plan, killed everything we work for. And if you ask my opinion, that's not a red card, and it's don't want to say more.
You don't think it's a red card?
I do not. From what I've seen on the pitch, I don't think. But maybe in the replay it seems harsher than it is. But I don't know. On the pitch, what I saw that was a fair tackle.
Fair tackle. He saw that as a fair tackle. I listen, I know, they say make footballers work in VAR because footballers understand the game, they've played it. Maybe this is an advert for not doing that. How anybody can defend this tackle. The most annoying bit is it wasn't seen in real time. VAR, and I've been very harsh on VAR this year. VAR did its job with perfection yesterday in relation to this scenario. 1000% a red card. I mean, it's above the knee. It's in the middle of his thigh. It's only a hair's breadth away from stopping Matoma from ever having children. Mrs. Matoma would have been very frustrated had it been slightly higher. It's an absolutely horrendous tackle. For this to be defended, by the way, the Sheffield United fans were booing Matoma for the rest of the game. What is wrong with some people? Honestly, the most obvious stonewall red card you will see all season. To defend this is utter madness. Bitterness, saltiness, madness. There is no defense. Now, if any of you agree with Sheffield United fans, players, managers, that this was harsh, that it ruined the game, the referee ruined the game. Matoma dived, he ruined the game. If you believe that, you've got to let me know now. You've got to let me know in the comment sections, because in my very humble opinion, you need to speak to Lee Gunner. You need to go and find Lee Gunner's optician, because since he got glasses, he's seeing how good Arsenal are. Maybe you need the same glasses. Maybe your eyes are not working. Maybe you're blind. Maybe you're walking around, bowling about like Stevie Wonder, and you can't see what's going on, because attacking Matoma on this one is crazy. Listen, hit the like button as ever. Please subscribe. Turn on bell notifications as well. What a madness. What a madness these takes have been today. Take care, people. I'll see you all again soon. Peace.